I was wrong about Classroom of the Elite because going into it, I will admit I didn't think it was gonna be what it was because looking at the visuals and then looking at the pictures, instead of actually reading and like trying to understand what the name says, I thought it was gonna be like some typical romance slice of life anime, with high school setting and etchy and harem stuff. But going into it, and honestly, after watching like the first two episodes, I was like, hold on, was I wrong about this series? Because let me tell you, this show had a great start. After the first episode, I was like, hold on, this could actually be good, Now, keep in mind, I have hearing that this show is good and the show is like, even peak, but I was like, that probably mean that way in like slice of life terms, and like actual like good qualities of the show, just like a casual gateway anime. But after finishing the series, or after finishing season one, I see why they say that. So without further ado, let me go and tell you about the plot of Classroom of the Elite, and let's get straight into the video. So the best way I could describe this show, honestly, and as what I told my friends too, is that Classroom of the Elite is literally like imagine Death Note in like a classroom setting, high school setting. And by the way, when I say Death Note, I don't mean like killing all that stuff, but like all the different ways it was to get trying to kill people, like the high level thinking, that is Classroom of the Elite, and its strong and driving force is honestly behind the main character of the show. Now, when I say this main character is not any other main character, this is honestly one of a kind main character because his whole presence is like a mystery, and his whole mood and his thinking is a mystery as well too. So yeah, the main character, his name is Koji, and his basically persona is like literally laid back, chill dude who's not fazed by nothing. Honestly, like he always has this blank expression in his face, looking like he don't care. And honestly, just there, just to be there. And compared to like the rest of his classmates, they're like kind of like preppy and have something interesting about them, but like, well, not interesting, but they just seem very outgoing. But then you could get to like him and the supporting protagonist, which I get to in a minute. Her name is Harukita. I think that's how you say her name. Yeah, those two honestly are really interesting. I love their dynamic and I love their development throughout the series. And well, at least Horikita's development, because Koji, like I said, he's more of a mystery character, so he doesn't really get development, but we get more insight of him, at least a little bit, because they love to tease us with that. But yeah, so honestly, those two are like one of my favorite characters of the show. Also, I forgot to tell you like the whole premise of the show. So basically, like there's our 4 rankings of class, and class D or class 1D is where Koji and Horikita is, and that's like the low graded class, or the lowest ranked class. And the whole goal is to get to all the way to class 1A, because there's class 1D, 1C, 1B, and then 1A. 1A is the top, of course, and each class is coming with different stuff. Like some classmates are nice, like in class 1B. I think a good amount of them are nice, considering they're almost at the top. And then you get to like class 1A and 1C, like those, especially 1C. I feel like C is like has one of the most like intriguing like villains in the show, and then also same for 1A, because like they're top notch. Of course, they look down on everybody else to keep their ranking. And yeah, you got some connection between class 1D and 1A, which is interesting as well. So yeah, and then I think it really fleshed out and gives you more insight to class towards the end of the season 1. But yeah, that's kind of like the premise, that's kind of like the goal. And also there's like a demerit system, that way they get like points throughout the show, and to keep their I guess currency, because this, keep in mind, this school is like legit like some boarding school, high maintenance type schools, like literally some next level school stuff like you might see in the future of the actual world. So yeah, anyways, yeah, they get those points, and of course they gotta maintain it, and they lose some amount of points, they get expelled from the school, which is like a nightmare to students of the show. And yeah, so basically kind of like some normal school stuff, but times 10. And yeah, a lot of elegancy here. But this show, man, I feel like it has like a great concept of what they're trying to do, and like I could see they're like and using it to their advantage, because like it's so like each episode I was looking at it and I was like, man, this is a good episode, because like when we get more of the classmates, especially in 1D, because that's where the main character is, we get more of the insights and get their personality and to know their story and get to know their good and flaws to them. And of course that drives the show as well. You get to see new relationships form, some like fights, drama happens within the class, and it's also like different times where like the main character or like even some students in the class have to like, main character or Horikita is also a great character as well. Like I said, let me give a quick rundown of her. She's basically like the protagonist, and she also is like one of those smart students too, but she also has a loner personality, and she like does things by herself, like she's like a loner. And our young coach, he's kind of like not the opposite, but he's like, you know, the same, honestly, but different ways of thinking, because he doesn't mind, you know, to hang out with others and help others. But Horikita, at first at least, she was you know, alone and like was looking out for herself, and kind of a mean girl at first too. So but yeah, and that's basically the main two. And of course there are like some definite ways of thinking, because of course no spoilers, of course, but when certain things happen to the class, they have to like try to like outsmart different people and like try to outthink and like trying to like, you know, use the rules to against them and like trying to help them in their advantage. And it's like, oh, it's so interesting, bro, honestly. And yeah, so as basically the main setting, by the way, is definitely in the classroom. Like for the first 6 episodes, and then halfway through they go on some vacation, and that's when they go on like this trip to the islands, which I think, you know, is the man, this island, that our whole arc was something else, man. I will say at first it was a little odd, because I was like, you know, this is like a classroom show, and I thought it was gonna be in the classroom, but no, they took their ways of thinking and their hard drama stuff to the island, and it's like, it's really good though. I will say it's really good, and honestly, I've seen people complain about certain stuff, which is kind of like, you know, odd to me, but you know, to each their own. I really like this arc, and I feel like y'all will too, especially the ending. Man, the ending of this whole season 1 was insane. I was standing up, like I was like on the edge of my seat, just like, man, what is going on? And then it's like, you know, and then we get to know more of the main characters. Like, it's good. I highly recommend y'all check it out, and let me know what you think down below in the comments, because I don't want to spoil, of course, but man, you will not be disappointed. If you want to like watch like something new, something fresh, and like some like kind of like high level thinking of the show, watch this show, man. Class in the Elite. I was wrong about the show. It's not no ecchi romance stuff. This is some high class, honestly top new gen anime, and the main character is easily one of the best new gen main characters. So, oh, and by the way, if you don't know, it's kind of known for like a hiatus, you know, like a while ago. I think this came like in it was 4 years ago, 2018. Or 2017 came out, and they haven't got like a new season since, like until recently, because 2022 is bringing a whole bunch of new anime this year. Finally, and the second season has been announced. Well, it's actually coming very soon, like next month type stuff. You know, Class in the Elite season 2 is coming out soon, and honestly, that's maybe like check out the series more, because you know I was like, this show is not getting a season 2, so I ought to check it out. It's finally been announced. Season 2 is coming July 4th, so I'm excited, man. I hope y'all get to watch it soon, because man, you might hear this all over the internet when the season 2 drops. But until then, make sure y'all check out season 1 of Classroom of the Elite. It is indeed peak, at least for like a start of an anime, at least to me at least. And so yeah, that's kind of it for this video. What else? Oh, here come my shameless plugs. Make sure you check out my other videos. I do anime analysis video. I did, you know, Mushoku Tensei Gintama. I did various Chainsaw Man videos. Check those out, by the way. I also did like a Black Lagoon underrated anime. And yeah, by the way, if you like been following this channel, I hope you've been liking the direction it's going in. I'm much more comfortable with this direction. And if you're new to the channel, my name is, you know, Glory D Toki, formerly known as Glory 926, and also my real name is Brandon. If you didn't know, you call me whatever. And I do mainly just anime / Sonic, you know, and other video game stuff, and anime like analysis videos. So yeah, welcome to the channel. And for those who are returning, and those who've been following for a while, thank you. This means a lot. Can't wait for us to go together, man. Whole channel, man. I'm glad y'all support the videos, because I've been putting a lot of work for these videos, and honestly, you know, I'm glad I'm more comfortable. I could easily say that I'm more comfortable with the videos I'm putting out now, because before it was like kind of like just rushing and all this stuff like that. But yeah, so we got more stuff on the way, and I'm glad y'all liking anime videos, gaming videos. Those are my passion, and I love just doing that on this channel. I love just talking about it. So yeah, hope y'all like what we going into, and let's go together. So 10K on the way, man. We gotta hit that subscribe goal, man. So yeah. Bye. Oh!